What a good looking fella. Yeah. Oh, okay. We are going to get started here. If you can see me, if you can hear me, all that good stuff, if you would give me a comment or thumbs up or something. Hold on. I got to get comfortable. And then my camera's got to get all focused. Okay. All right. We are going to start the live in about 2 seconds. Let me let my dog out right quick because he's decided that he wants to go out. Okay. Oh, yay. Okay. Oh, hello, Patricia. Hey, Jan. Hey, Sherry. That's my mom. She's watching. Okay. Let me get all settled in. So I usually do these lives in my Facebook group, but I thought today we're going to shake it up and I'm going to come back on the Facebook page because I rarely do much on the Facebook page anymore. Hey, Misty, come on in. Welcome, welcome. Okay, I'm assuming y'all can hear me and see me and all that good stuff. So, hey, Lisa, good morning. I'm so glad that you're here. Yay! I love seeing everybody. It's funny because most of the people from my group are out here because I announced it in my group, and like I said, I usually do it in the group, but today I thought, you know what? I am going to just bust it wide open and show up on my actual Facebook page. So what today's live is for is to do a little Q&A because I posted in the group a while back about some new stuff happening at PLC and just a kind of a question answer roundup thing because we haven't done one in a while. And so I've received emails and posts in the group and stuff asking questions, and so I've compiled all those, and we're going to go over that today. Before we do that, I do want to introduce myself. My name is Kelly. I own Pink Lemonade Company, which is, I'm sure you're a little bit familiar with it if you are on this live, but if you're not, we do graphics, graphic design. I used to do a lot of website design. I don't do that so much anymore because I do so many graphics. What else do we do? Oh yeah, a year and a half ago I launched Photoshop and Fabulous, which is our Photoshop course, and it took off very, very well, and so we are about to do another round of that, and it's actually going to be Photoshop and Fabulous on steroids. So it's Photoshop and Fabulous 2.0, but then it's also I'm throwing in a lot of information about how I actually run my business online, and taking a look at like my what I do on social media and my email marketing and Pinterest and just my website, all those factors that factor into running an online business and specifically a design business. So that is coming. Gotta get comfortable. That's coming at the end of April, and I'm really excited about that. We've had a lot of interest in that already, and so that will be something that's on the horizon. And Misty said, I'm so excited about the new digital box. It is March 5th. It is Digital Box release day. And again, if you're not familiar with us, we release new graphics every month. And that is today. So it's like my favorite day of the month. I love this day. And so the new digital box for today has a lot of vintage Easter graphics. There's also some like a little boys collection with like primary colors and old truck and that sort of thing. And then a mini farm collection has like cows and chickens and gingham paper and that sort of thing. The awesome thing about that, you know what I've noticed before I go on, I was having to edit a video the other day, and I was like, oh my gosh, I say that sort of thing like so often. It annoys the heck out of me. So if y'all hear that, if you can just like skip over that because it's so annoying to hear yourself say the same thing over and over. And I know other people, like people that I've taken courses from, they'll get stuck on a phrase like that, and obviously I do too. So that sort of thing. Hey Felicia, hey Cinda, hey Ludi, y'all come on in. So we were just talking about the digital box. It has 99 files in it. It's the biggest box that I have ever done to date, and so I'm really excited about that. And I will leave a link after the video. I'll come back in and leave links. If y'all have any questions, feel free to post them. I will try to get to those during the video. And if I don't, if you're watching the replay, post a question because I'll always loop back around and try to answer everything. So I'm so happy you are here. Today, as I mentioned, is question and answer day. I've gotten some really cool questions and I want to go over those. And if y'all are interested in digital graphics, you're welcome to join us in our group. which is at facebook.com/groups/PLC-VIPs. Again, I will leave the link for that as well. We have almost 3,600 members in there, and it is like such an awesome group. Everybody is so friendly in there. And helpful and supportive, and we have people that are just learning about digital graphics, and then we have people that have used them forever and have booming businesses around them, and so it's just a whole mix of people in there, and it's just a fun place to hang. I'm very, very passionate about this group because it has such a cool vibe. So let's get to the questions. I had one in the group, I think it was yesterday, and I thought that's a good question because a lot of people have this question. So somebody was asking, they were saying, what is the difference between Photoshop and Illustrator? So I thought that's, something worth talking about. Before I talk about that, I'm going to get some water because I'm thirsty. Let's take a water break. Okay. My dog is barking outside at something, probably my neighbors. So Photoshop versus Illustrator. Now there's a long, complicated definition. This is the way that I kind of learned it, and so this hopefully will help you if you have this question. Photoshop deals with raster graphics. Illustrator deals with vector. Basically what that means is vector's a little limited on, like if you've ever seen my graphics, there's a whole bunch of texture in them. Like I kind of like to stress them up and give them a worn characteristic. And there are quite a things you can do in Illustrator, but it seems like to me you can do more of that, just more of the whole texture, that kind of vibe in Photoshop because it's raster based versus vector based. And vector based, when you're creating a vector graphic, that it uses like this mathematical algorithm, and it makes it where it can stretch as far as you needed it to. Like you could put it on a big billboard, you could put it on, probably the side of a building, however you need, because that mathematic algorithm like allows it to stretch. When you're doing raster graphics in Photoshop, those are based on pixels, and there's only so far that they can stretch before they get really pixelated. So hopefully that will help you understand that a little bit. And if you have more questions on that, feel free to leave them because I will be happy to answer those. And if I don't know the answer, then I can probably find the answer for you. So Photoshop equals raster, which can only go up so big before they get kind of blurry, pixelated looking. Vector is Illustrator, and they can get huge. And it's just, there's pros and cons of each program. Hold on just a sec. Okay. I use Photoshop, again, because I do like all that texture and just the, it has just the look that you can't really capture in Vector. So, raster graphics are like JPEGs or PNGs, that sort of thing, like compressed graphics. Illustrator uses like SVGs, like a scalable vector graphics, that sort of thing. Some PDFs are actually, they can be either or, and we're not going to get into all that, but that'll give you a base. And then another question I had, this was a couple months ago, they asked, like, what's better, Corel or Adobe? And that is really just a user preference kind of thing, because like I like Adobe products, but somebody else might like Corel. Like I worked with one of my really good friends in business like years ago, and she loved Corel products. Like everything she did in Corel, where I used Adobe, which is Photoshop or Illustrator. And it's basically kind of like Nikon versus Canon. Some people are very passionate about Nikon, where some people are passionate about, Canon, when they essentially did the same thing, maybe a little bit different, but it just comes down to user preference. So I hope that helps. I had an Instagram question the other day, which y'all can follow me on Instagram at instagram.com/pinklemonadecompany. And it's, she asked, how do you edit or create your videos? And it's not like this video, but sometimes like I posted one the other day that had like, my dog is just all upset over there. Jack. I don't like him barking too much because we live by older neighbors. I don't want him bothering them, and he's bothering me. So, the videos, I use Camtasia Studio, which is just a software that you can edit videos in and create animation and, that sort of thing. Make them look all professional. Okay, let's see. Okay, I'm going through these because I'm not getting into all these because there's a lot. So I had a really good email last night from a lady in our group, and she was a little bit frustrated with just trying to learn Photoshop and that sort of thing. And then she said, she knew my Photoshop course was about to open back up, and she said, I was reading your bio and how you went to college and got a degree before you started this business and all that stuff. Do I need to do that, or do I need to take some kind of certification before I go into your Photoshop course? And the answer is absolutely no. Like, I created the course, so it was kind of like if I could have started my business and found this course, like that would have been amazing because I had to learn all this myself. And so what I did was just taking all those years of struggle and teaching, like I strictly taught myself Photoshop. Like I didn't learn that while I was going to school. And so it's a beginner course. And of course there's more like intermediate and advanced stuff in there. Sorry, my son just texted me about, he's so sweet. He's going into graphics too. And he, saved up his money, and then I also gave him a little bit of a loan because he wanted this new MacBook, and now he's saying there's a line on the screen. Do I need to take it back to Best Buy? So that sounds fun to deal with. And I lost my train of thought. Just give me 2 seconds. So, she was saying, yeah, do I need to, do something, do I need to take another course before I get into this course? And no, absolutely not, because it's a beginner course. Like if you just brand new opened Photoshop and never seen it before, we break down the tools, but then I kind of just show you how to do what I do, how to create a t-shirt design, or how to do a Facebook cover image, or how to create a digital paper, that sort of thing. So you definitely don't need, because I didn't go to school for design. I actually went for website development and learned coding and all that, and then I just really got addicted to the design part of it, and that's kind of where my business was formed out of that. So I started a website business, or website design business, but I just love the design part so much I really don't do many websites anymore. Okay, so what does your typical workday look like? And that's so funny because I get that a lot. I think from a lot of people in the group, they're trying to either start a business or move their business to a bigger level, selling digital downloads or selling graphics, or how, whatever that looks like, some kind of design business. And so I get this question a lot, which is funny to me because I'm like, I don't think I have a typical workday other than I do commit, to specific hours, like Monday and Tuesday, those are all work days. I get up at usually between 5:30 and 6. I do my mindset thing and just try to set the intention for the day, look at what I need to go over, start my gratitude list. Then I just try to start my day on a really, really positive note. And then I'm so sorry, that dog is distracting me. He's sitting in and he just sits in this chair. It's so funny. He sits in this little patio chair outside and he just looks around at the yard. So, and then, I get my kids ready and we get off to school. Then I come back and get ready for work. And then by 9 o'clock, I'm, at work going through emails. Mostly I check my Facebook ads, see how they're running. I post something on Instagram, share that to Facebook. I usually sometimes do that, during my morning coffee, around 6:30 or whatever. But if I hadn't done that, I'll do that then. What else? Then, if I need to create graphics, I do that, or I work on my courses. Right now, I'm in big, hustle mode, trying to get this course finished to open at the end of April because I'm crazy and set a really short deadline. And, which is great, cool, I'll get it. But it's just, I was like, why did I say that? I need a good 3 months to prepare the course. Plus you have the whole launch, schedule around that. And so that in itself is a booger, but I'll get it done. And so then today I had all my graphics ready for the new digital box, and I had to upload those to the website and get my email ready to send out. And so that's today. And then this afternoon we had to reschedule my dog's training. He's in an intermediate training program, and so I have to go at 1 and do that, and then I have a coaching call at 2, and it's going to be crazy, but again, it'll get done. And then so my Monday and Tuesday and Thursdays are just work days. I work good solid 3 days a week. And Friday I take off at noon because I go to eat with my kids every Friday. I go to their elementary school and eat with them. And then Wednesdays are my day just to it's kind of I call it my spa day, but I don't really go to the spa much. For instance, tomorrow I'm going to have my teeth cleaned. I've got a dentist appointment in the morning and an orthodontist day. So I guess teeth spa day. I don't know. That's not my ideal of my me time. but every Wednesday, since for as long as I can remember, I take off and I love to go to the movies. Like I love sitting in, we have this brand new theater and it's out on the highway, so not a lot of people go out there, especially during the day. And I love to sit in this whole theater just by myself, decompress, watch my movie, fill my face with kettle corn because they have the most amazing kettle corn out there, and just totally chill out there. Or sometimes I'll go get a pedicure, or go to the mall or run errands. I get my car washed every Wednesday, that sort of thing. Like it's just, it was very important to me as soon as I possibly could to really put me time into my work time. Also on Monday, I call them Mindset Mondays, and so there's a good chunk of Mondays that, like yesterday, I'm always taking some kind of course or something to learn business better or to get better control of my mindset, because that affects business so much. And so I did that for a couple hours yesterday. So it's not typical where it looks the same every day, except for I do keep consistent business hours on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And then anyway, I don't know how that's, also have an assistant, Nikki. If y'all are in the group, y'all probably see her. And so we're, like I talk to her during the day and, that sort of thing. And so I don't know if that answers that question. But I will say, if you're trying to transition from, and I've said this before, so people in the group are probably like, I've heard you say this a million times, but it's so important. One of the first coaching people that I hired, she just said, your business looks like a hobby. One, you're not making very much money, and two, you're not treating this as a business. And so I had to, she said, the first move, you need to set consistent business hours and make sure you show up. Like you have to show up from 8 to 12 or, whatever it is. Like when you work for yourself, it's so nice because you can be flexible. And she was saying, like, come in and you do your thing in the morning, and if you work out of your house like I do, go throw that load of laundry in at lunch, and you can still, get all that in, but you just need to really make it a business. So, let's see. I'll just do a few more. Let me see what time it is. Okay, it's 10:48, and almost down here too long because I know we got better things to do. Say, I don't know if I said this. When is Photoshop and Fabulous opening next? And again, like I said at the beginning, it's not Photoshop and Fabulous anymore only. It's Photoshop and Fabulous 2.0, but it's actually inside the course Design Business in a Box. So I'm just going to show you how I run my business and how I've grown from making like barely any money and just having a little side income to being, fully supporting my children and myself and allowing us to, have a pretty cool life. So, this was another question. I recently sold how to sell digital downloads. It was like a little mini course. And so it was kind of just showing people how to, okay, sorry, my son's still texting me about his laptop. I feel bad for him because he just is so proud of that thing. Etsy, and it shows you in the digital downloads course, like, kind of like if you wanted to start taking graphics and, like, for instance, when people join my digital graphics group, they'll take the graphics, put them into something new, and, like, make a cute t-shirt design out of it, or they've been, like sublimation transfers, or they sell, because I do allow people to sell my files digitally as long as they're, like, into another design. And so I just showed basically how to do that and then sell on Etsy, and it's, that's an awesome side thing that you can obviously turn into a full-time business like I did it, that's what you want to do. And so somebody was like saying something about the Etsy file limits, because whenever you upload to Etsy, it'll only give you like a little bit of space to upload those files. And so I meant to answer this in the group, but since this Facebook video will go to the group eventually, just to let you know, like, what I do in those situations is I just create a Word document and leave a link. Like, I'll just host my files in Dropbox, throw them in there, and then the people, like, when they go to buy off Etsy and they check out, then instead of them getting the digital files, then they get a PDF, which I created in Microsoft Word. I mean, there's other ways to do it. That's just how I do it. And save that, my Word document as a PDF, and in there it will say, like, hey, thanks for your purchase. You can download your files here, and then leave them a link to my Dropbox or wherever I've stored the files. So I hope that makes sense. Okay, let's see. Anybody has any questions, feel free. Now my dog's on my trampoline. He's so crazy. Oh yeah, okay. I had another email a couple of days ago, and they were saying I tried using Canva and Photoshop, and I'm aggravated, and I get that a lot. Like a lot of people can get aggravated very quickly, especially if you're into Photoshop because it can be overwhelming. But that's what I'm telling you, like this Photoshop and Fabulous, it's helped so many people like go from overwhelm in Photoshop to like, oh, I've got this, let me go create stuff, and people start creating all the stuff, which is awesome to see. So again, like if you are frustrated with using Canva, or if you use, what are other people using in my group? Sometimes PicMonkey, I don't see that a lot anymore, especially since they started charging for their stuff, and it's like the same process Photoshop, which is blows my mind. I don't know why anybody would use that. Silhouette, that design studio, and a lot of people in my group use that. So I use Photoshop, it's kind of like an all-in-one thing. It does so much stuff, so I kind of stick with that. So if you are wanting to learn Photoshop, then make sure and hang out with us in the group, because it will be released at the end of April. And it's such a great course for you just to really be able, if you just have any dream of doing a design biz or doing something on the side with digital graphics or just designs, like, designing invitations or designing business cards. Like I do that. I don't design anymore, but like I have designs and people will order those every once in a while. I don't really promote it much just because the graphic membership spot's taken over. So, hey Shayna, come on in. We're about to wrap up, but yeah, feel free to like catch the replay. So I totally understand if you're frustrated and you're aggravated and you're like, this is hard. That's what my course is for. And I really do want to help other people because I totally get that frustration. Like I remember when I started out and I was trying to learn this stuff and trying to search for YouTube videos and this, and like, I want to do this. This is not what I want to do. And so the most awesome thing, or one of the awesome things that will happen with Photoshop and Fabulous 2.0 is we're going to do a live Facebook group, like a separate one from our big Facebook group. So for anybody that purchases the course, they will be able to go into the Facebook group, and we'll do live calls and kind of this. So you'll have me one-on-one, so you can ask me questions, and if you have a question about Photoshop, or you have a question about email marketing, or you want to know how to do this or anything, we'll get to work together for like a good 6 weeks and, have one-on-one access. So that will be awesome. Okay, y'all, I don't believe that I have anything else. Let me go through my list one more time. I do have another question, and this is a good one. Okay, so one of the ladies in my group asked a week or so ago, she said, how do you balance a full-time job and then you want to start this thing on the side to transition into a full-time business? And that is a loaded question right there, because I know that that's an overwhelming question if you think about like, oh my gosh, I can imagine like in my safe, secure, practical job to doing this thing that may succeed or may not succeed. And the thing is, it is literally comes down to belief in yourself. If you believe that you can do it, and I know that sounds so cliche, but at the end of the day, like, just don't give up. Like, seriously, you just have to have that drive that, you know what, this is going to go well. I'm going to succeed at this because I decide that it will. Like, you just have that grit, determination, drive, and just put that at the forefront of your mind and put it at the focus, and while you're working your 9 to 5, every single day, ask yourself, what am I doing to work towards my goal of leaving this job and getting into this new job and taking those baby steps? And I promise, every single day, if you don't do this, okay, I'm going to set up an Etsy shop today, or today I'm going to take this course to learn this, or today I'm going to work on, my knowledge of email marketing, or whatever it is, because you can do both. And I know a lot of people that have done both, where they're doing the full-time thing, but they're, have the side thing, and you really can build that side thing, but it is going to require determination and passion on your part, and just fully leaning into that passion and just be like, you know what, you can't keep someone down who's not going to stay down, and I'm not going to stay down, and I'm going to keep going for this, and every little day I'm going to put something into this business and learning as much as you can. So, sorry, I keep getting these notifications. So, Felicia said, Kelly, would that group be for those who have previously purchased the Photoshop course? Since this new course, Felicia, is going to be like dynamite on steroids, there will be like the availability, like you could upgrade, like you wouldn't have to pay full price for the new course. but like a small upgrade fee if you wanted to be in that group and wanted to get like the email marketing and just the whole, the rest of the course where I show like how I run my own business and how, you know, it really does. I just thought I'm just going to lay it all out there. I want to show people how I went from this to this in my exact steps. So if you have joined the Photoshop course before, but you're wanting to be in that full business group, then you will have that option just for a small upgrade for that. So if that doesn't answer your question, let me know. I'm going to go back through here just to make sure I didn't miss anything. I don't think I did. Okay, Misty, I'm so excited about it. You're excited about the new digital box because I'm really excited about it, and I can't wait to see what y'all are going to post in the group. So again, if y'all would like to join us for the Facebook group full of, you know, digital graphics members and users and all that, then I will leave the link in just a moment, or you can just search, I think you search, I don't remember what you search. You can probably search like Pink Lemonade Company Graphics or Design Courses, or go to facebook.com/group/PLC-VIPs. You can probably find the link also in other posts in this on this page, but I will, when the video's done, I'll go back and leave all the links. Okay, guys, so where are we on time? Okay, it's almost 11 o'clock, and so I'm going to go run and eat lunch, and then I've got to do some more work and then get that crazy dog who, I wish y'all could see this. He is just like setting my glasses. You know, I don't think the sun will let you. I was going to show you my dog. He just sits on the trampoline. He's so funny. So have a wonderful day. Again, if you have a question, let me know. We'd love for you to join the group. I'm so excited about design business in a box. Like, it's really, really going to help some people, and I'm so excited. I love helping people. I love seeing people go from like, I have no idea how to create a graphic, to, oh my gosh, I'm doing this and I'm selling and I'm making money. And you know, the sky is the limit. Like, seriously, you can create your own reality. I created mine. I was in such a bad position. You know, I was in a bad marriage. I was, you know, had 3 small children, had no idea what I was going to do when I got divorced. And so now I fully support them by myself. And that was just because I had, it wasn't the strongest belief either. It was kind of like that faith of a mustard seed. Like, I really need this to work. Let's see. And I wasn't sure on most days that it was going to, but it ended up okay. So just seriously, believe in yourself. Know that you are worth it. You are seriously worth having the life of your dreams. And I could not be more serious about that, or more enthusiastic about that, because I love my life, and I believe everybody else should have just this awesome dream life too. And I'm here to cheer you on. And so if you have any questions, or if there's anything I can do for you, please reach out to me. My website is pinklemonadecompany.com, and you're always welcome to contact me through there. So have an amazing day. I will talk to you later. Bye.